Coming up today, we're chatting with Paul Dempsey.
There's just this pattern has come about where you can only tour if you're promoting something.
I'll also tell you about the Warehouse Sessions Volume 1. Produced on Awabakal and Warramai Land, this is the good stuff powered by BYD on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good.
good stuff.
The good stuff. Last month, we released Warehouse Sessions Volume 1 to celebrate our very first year of recording live performances here at Newcastle Live. The track listing includes an array of Warehouse sessions that highlight the evolution and features artists like Cormac Grant, Melody Poole, Kingswood and Georgie Winchester. Warehouse Sessions Volume 1 is available on all streaming platforms, and we also have a super limited run of CDs being sold by Rudderless Records. To find out more and grab a copy, head to newcastlelive.com.au.
Newcastle Live. Newcastle Live.
Something for Kate's Paul Dempsey is currently doing a solo run of shows, including one coming to King Street next week. Here's some of the chat that Dan had with the legendary Aussie muso.
You've been doing a string of Something for Kate shows, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. We played. We did Queenscliff Festival last week, and just decided to throw in another little warm up show the night before. One show is always just a good excuse to play two shows or three shows
So what's with this 2-show run? Like, you're coming to Newcastle on the 20th of January. Is this, paying the bills, or are you testing out some new material? Are we getting tasty, bit thirsty for some new Paul Dempsey solo material?
Look, it's just become my habit to always have some shows in the calendar. I can't remember the last time I actually did a national tour where it was, every capital within a 3-week period or whatever. I haven't done that for ages because I preferred the idea of always being on tour, if you know what I mean. I love playing, and I hate the idea of doing one tour and then sitting around for 6 months or whatever, waiting for the next one. So I prefer to just play, with some frequency. So there's always kind of like, a couple of shows every, in a sort of almost monthly. I make sure that there's almost a show each month, that I'm getting out there and doing something, because it just keeps you in touch with what you actually do. It keeps you on stage playing your guitar, using your voice, singing, actually being a musician, and not sort of cooped up at home working on something so that one day in the future you might be able to go out on tour again.
Okay. How does the machine behind that cope, though? Like, promotion, booking, do they go, oh, that's great, we love that? Or do they go, oh, Paul, just book a bloody tour?
Yeah, look, I think everyone around me would probably find it a lot easier if I just did like one or two tours a year and left it at that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I've come to really resent that cycle, the way, the music industry, whatever you want to call it, there's just this pattern has come about where you can only tour if you're promoting something, and you have to be putting out something new or promoting something every 2 years or whatever. And I don't know, it's bullshit. I just want to play music when I want to play music. And, I love writing and recording as well. And I do that as I'm ready to, Jesus, my last solo record was 7 years ago.
Yeah, 2016, was that it?
Yeah. The last Something for Kate record was 2 years ago.
Which was a cracker, by the way. That was a cracker. That was a great album, man. Congratulations. We haven't spoken since then, but yeah, congratulations. That was great.
I appreciate it. We're all really proud of it. We all feel, kind of pissed off that we didn't get to go out and play as much as we wanted to when that album was ready, because of the pandemic. But, we look forward to playing those songs for years to come. But I I've been working on something new. There'll be new stuff coming out next year.
Sick. Is that why you're in LA, or is that just for recreation? I saw you on social. You're in LA.
Yeah, no, it was work. There's been some recording going on in lots of different places, and all will be revealed, but not today.
All right, let's. I'm not going to get the exclusive, so let's talk about, like, one of your most iconic shows in Newcastle was up at the Lighthouse. I was privileged to be standing side stage watching that show with Gra, the promoter, and it was a really great night. And one of the things we noted, Gra and I together, was that covers sit alongside these really epic songs that you've released so nicely. They're seamless. It doesn't seem like, oh, he's doing a cover now and now he's doing his own songs. And I suppose the question I wanted to ask off that is, how do you drill down on what sort of covers you want to do, and what's your approach once you pick one? Like, what do you want to bring to it or get from it?
I guess I love music. I'm a music fan. So the songs that I decide I want to cover are usually just because they're songs that I'm like totally in love with, and I'm always singing them to myself anyway, or they're always in my head. So that's really the kind of basic impulse. Is I just love playing songs that I love.
Yeah.
But then I guess the second thing has to be that I have to feel like I can sing it the way I want to sing it, and not try and just be a carbon copy of the original. I have to be able to sing it with my voice and express it the way it feels to me. Obviously you always want to stay true to the intention of a song and whoever wrote it. But I guess I have to relate to it on a level that it can come out of me and feel honest. And so, they're the main things really. And preferably it has to be, something that I can sing in the original key, because I hate changing keys. It just makes me nauseous.
Nauseous to when you listen to it, or nauseous because you need to figure out the guitar part? Because surely that's not a problem for you.
No, none of that. None of figuring it out is not a problem. I have a pitch thing. Once I've heard something, it's locked there. My brain, I have perfect pitch, so my brain, I hear things and that's where they are. So if I'm walking around the house a week after hearing something and I'm singing something to myself, I'm singing it in the exact key that I heard it in.
Yeah.
That's just where it stays in my brain. And so changing from that is, I don't like it. Plus I get a kick out of, one of the other reasons I like doing covers so much is because of that fact, because I won't change the key, I force myself to sing something that might be really hard for me to sing.
Yeah.
And obviously I don't write songs that for myself that I can't sing. But if I really like another song and want to have a crack at it, it might be really fucking hard and really stretching my limits. But I guess that's a good thing too. So I kind of enjoy that exercise of forcing myself to hit Miley Cyrus notes.
Yeah. Well, here's my end segue. We're looking forward to that magic coming to Newcastle on the 20th of January. Thanks so much for chatting with me, Paul.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
The good stuff. That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Paul Dempsey and to Dan. You should catch their full chat by heading to our YouTube channel or head to the Newcastle Live app, where you'll find our exclusive stream of podcasts. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.